podcast is all about happiness. What gave it away? I'm Fayon Dixon and welcome to Happy Talk. Each week, I will be introducing you to someone that I share a happy connection with. I just believe that we all have happy stories, happy events, and we sit on them. We never share them. So this is the platform for doing it. I work as a presenter, broadcaster, events host. I work with stroke survivors. I have my own children's radio show. And I've been really lucky in the last 20 years to do work where I just ooze happiness. Yeah, I'm one of those people. My cup is eternally overflowing. Sit back, enjoy. It's time for Happy Talk. Hello and welcome to another Happy Talk with me, Fayon Dixon. Good news, a good guest, no grief. Okay, so this is what I do here, my very happy little place. And joining my happy place today is Debi Saunders. Debi.
Being mystical.
We haven't started yet, and my face is aching.
Sorry.
Please don't apologise. So I'm going to start with news from the rooftop, news worth shouting about. Now, the reason why I like these guys, Debi, is because they deal with loads of good news, positive news and campaigns. It's all about campaigns that are going to make a difference. And I know you're going to be on this all day long with me, but I pick a little bit of news from their Instagram or their website, something that I really like. And what I'm joining, or rather what I'm sharing with you today, is that there's an old people's charity called Re-Engage. And it's really funny because Lawrence and I, my husband, were only talking about this very subject yesterday about Christmas and elderly people. And I know you're born on Christmas Day, so we're gonna get back to that in a mojo.
Don't get into that. Bitter and twisted.
Big day. So Re-Engage has launched some online events. It's an online directory and a people befriending service. And this is to keep older people connected with the outside world as part of its community Christmas campaign. So their aim is to re-engage as sort of a visiting. They're going to go to visit hospitality events and find out what they've got going on, where their space is, for instance, the opening hours during the festive season. So, for people that are celebrating alone, they want to be able to offer this space to them. So the charity aims to actively match over 75s to events in their areas and to ensure more older people are able to enjoy the festive season. So I will be putting the link about Re-Engage on this Happy Talk so people can check it out. But our old people or our older generation really have got to be valued. They've got so much for us, so much to give to us, and we've got to look after them. And I just, knowing that you're born on Christmas Day and everybody else is on your day celebrating, getting with their families and everything else. I mean, let's just start with the old people first of all. We've got to value them, right?
Absolutely. And I think even in this situation as well, do you not think there's going to be more old people on their own?
Yeah, because not everybody can get together. Not everybody
Mhm.
can get together. So I'm just I'm so happy that there are organizations, because it's always community projects that sort this sort of stuff out, yeah? I'm so glad that Re-Engage is doing this, to find out, what are venues doing? I mean, some venues are going to be empty, of course. So, I don't know all the logistics and everything, but I'm assuming things will be socially distanced. It's going to be a bit of in person. There's going to be a bit of online going on because not everybody's online, of course. But I just like the fact that they're trying to do something, and I don't think they're going to be the first either.
No, I hope not. I hope not.
I hope
Wow.
not.
Online will be interesting because, my parents and online. My mum, what did she call it? I think I've got wideband.
I've got a
Wind up
medicine
my
for
phone.
Oh, there's a workout for that one.
Oh, bless. Yeah, that's a challenge, isn't it, for them to find all those different ways to either bring people and take them to venues and, like you say, social distancing, set it all up, or find one-to-ones, people to go in and help set them up online, or
I don't know how it's going to work, but I just like the fact that people are working on it. So
absolutely, it's beautiful.
yeah, I like that very much. And yeah, my mum, she's over 75. She looks about, I swear down, this whole lockdown period, she's looking
Oh
younger.
gosh, your mother looks,
you know, the
she's
Dorian
amazing.
Gray. The Dorian Gray's in the attic. She's dusting it off. She's like 20 years younger. She looks great. And you know, she isn't vulnerable. You know, she isn't somebody that would be seen as, you know, oh, Faye, you know, I'm not vulnerable, or I don't need whatever. You know, I'm not old. I know you're not, mum. It's all good. And she's way, you know, way past 75. But, you know, I bought her a tablet when lockdown began for her birthday in April, because although we talk a lot, and, you know, I get from London to Coventry easily, normally, to go and see her. I love going to see mum. And, you know, I come from Coventry, so I get to see my peeps when I go down there. But, you know, not being able to see her for months and months and months and months and months on end, I sent her a tablet and she's like, oh, Faye, I don't need it. You know what I look like? Mum, I want to see the whites of your eyes, love, you know.
You know what I look like, gorgeous.
She's so funny. But, you know, for somebody that didn't want to use the tablet and, you know, oh, Faye, I don't like it and everything else. I love it when she picks up the little bits. Oh, am I online now? Is my Wi-Fi working?
Oh,
She's getting it, you know, and she still doesn't like it that much, but it's just really funny when she says it. You know, am I downloaded?
how wonderful.
I love it. I love it. I love it. How are your
Oh.
parents? Are they okay?
Yes, yes. So my dad, he has to go online because he's, you know, he's a Buddhist, so he goes to the meetings, but he doesn't really like it. But he will do it. And then when we're sitting together, he quite likes it. And then he doesn't know about muting and unmuting. So he's like, he's speaking. I'm saying, I have to unmute you first, you know.
We're all in the same
But,
boat with that mute thing.
yeah,
Just
but
do
they're
it
good.
automatically. Well, anyway, whatever. So let me give you your proper introduction. So thank you for being with me on News from the Rooftop. So I would like to introduce you. So you are Debi Saunders. You are a friend. You are a songwriter,
Oh,
storyteller. You are a singer. You are a crafter, and you're a dog owner. Yeah. Betty, Betty, Betty,
I'm
Betty,
a Betty owner.
bulldog.
Betty, bulldog.
Oh my gosh, we're going to get on to Betty in a little while. We're going to get on to Betty in a little while. So, with all my guests, I like to share some connections that I have, some happy connections that I have with you. And I think the one that sticks out most in my mind is because we're both Buddhists and we go on these amazing women's Buddhist courses. And whilst the younger generation, we call them the youth division, they go like to a hostel or they might go to like a university campus or something like that. Although we do those sometimes. We women tend to have our courses in really nice hotels, don't we?
Oh, I miss them. Oh, I miss them.
Miss the spas. Oh, with the
Oh,
spas and the swimming.
bars.
We're going to get back to it. But one of my memories that just makes me chuckle so much, because to me, you are the sun. If I know I'm going anywhere and I feel Debi's going to be there, I'm eyeballing the crowd to look for you. If I can't see you, I can hear you. Yeah. And you try and play down your giggles, but you laugh a lot. And I just remember being on a Buddhist course, and you were doing the audio. You were on the tech, and it was you and another person sat next to you. I forget who it was now. Just trying to remember who it was doing the tech with you, but you were in fits. You were just, you know, we were supposed to be either rehearsing or we're doing our entertainment in front of everyone, and it was just so much fun having you on the tech. And remember, your hair was massive then. You had like big brown hair about yay wide. It would touch the side of the screen. Yeah. And it was just, you could just eat. And that was what you kept doing. You just kept like hand behind you just kept apologizing for just being so joyful. And it just brought me so much joy. And I was supposed to be rehearsing, but that is a lovely memory that I have of you, just chuckling away. It, it's just the giggles with you. It's just the thing about you. When I think about Debi Saunders, I think about laughing and giggling and just not caring who hears you. And, if it's like, all of that business, I love all of that. That's you, when I think about you.
Yes. Yeah. Well, thank you, Fayon. Do you know, I feel the same about you. Anytime there's meeting and Fayon's there, it's going to be fun. It's going to be wild. It's going to be real.
Like,
there's no seriousness about it.
Like, go if you're not going to have some fun. But,
exactly.
It's just lovely. And I think some people think, oh, if you're a Buddhist, it's all about, the serenity, the meditation.
Don't do we?
No. And giving up a little bit of this and a bit of that. No, we're all about, what goes around comes around, and, sort of consequences to every action. So just be you. And, when I'm around you, I can't be anybody but more of myself. So thank you for bringing that,
Oh, ditto, baby. Ditto.
And yeah, I mean, I mentioned it for a moment, the joy, the connection. It's your hair. Now you've gone blonde now. Yeah.
This is lockdown. I got bored, Fayon.
It's amazing.
I got bored and I thought, how about, and my daughter as well, we're both getting a bit bored and a bit stir crazy. So we got the bleach. And we started with a little bit here and a little bit there. And
Demo bleach! Bleach!
You know what? My poor hair is like, no, stop.
Is it like straw?
It's like straw. It broke. I mean, I'm going tomorrow to the hairdressers and, I've been told off and they're saying you must never go near bleach again. So I don't know what's going to happen. But hey ho, I had fun doing it. And
it looks great. It looks
great. You know what? No, there's an aspect that I do like it, but I just need to work with it a bit more.
So yeah, you got to look after that. You got to put a lot of conditioner on that stuff. You got to
feed it. At first, I was putting coconut oil and plaiting and coconut oil just to really, and that did help. So I just need to do that again as well.
So, I mean, I didn't expect to see you like this. I'd forgotten that you dyed your hair, so it was a beautiful shock. You look like 30 years younger with the blonde. It stripped years off you.
You see, I think that's it, especially with my complexion. Do you know what I mean? It can look. Should we say sallow? Should we say? Yeah. So I think the blonde kind of like pinged it out a little bit. So
really cool. Really cool.
Yeah.
You used to have this like wide piece of business going on, and it was kind of, was the parting in the middle or to the side?
It started going to the side. I started having it to the side, but it was
But it was like Crystal Tips and Alistair. For people of a certain age, they'll know who we're talking about there, right? It was big. And, you'd see the hair. If you didn't hear you, you'd see the hair coming. And I had total hair envy. I mean, it was just, just wonderful. Like, there she be. So,
brilliant.
The other connection, of course, is Christmas. Yeah, you are a Christmas baby, and I mean, I'm not surprised at this, because you're Christmas, you're joy, you're merry, you're everything that Christmas kind of puts in a box and puts a bow on,
Yeah, I don't want to bring it down, but can I just show you a picture of me? That's not joy, is it? That's frowning. That's me as a baby.
I was like, is that Marlon Brando in the back? Who's the kid?
I'm like, And I've always been, you know, at school they used to say, like in the class, they'd say, do you not understand, Debbie? Because I'd be sitting there going like this. There's something about me, I frown. And I think it's just like, why Christmas? Why Christmas? For one thing, my mother's never let it go. She missed a Christmas dinner. It's like, come on, let it go, woman. Also, yeah, like, you know, you've got to share it with everybody else. And when I was little, I used to be so excited for that day because it's everything. It's my birthday and Christmas.
Yeah.
I waited all year. I'd be so excited. I'd be ill. I'd be like, is it here? Is it here? It's here, isn't it?
In bed, sweating it out.
Eva, I can't take it. It's too exciting.
So here's the question, because I know people with, you know, birthdays on Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, Boxing Day. So do you get Christmas presents and birthday presents?
Not always, Fayon.
Oh gosh, I can see we've touched a raw spot.
That's what I'm saying, bitter and twisted. Some people want to combine the present, you know what I mean? Because they've been so busy with their Christmas. Oh, you know, JC, oh, you know. But, you know, I've waited. I want to.
Work through it, Debs. Work through it.
Sorry.
Work through it. Okay, so... Okay, so this year, who knows what, you know, is going to happen, but you're definitely celebrating. But I mean, I have a thing, because my birthday's like yours is right at the end of the year. My birthday is actually July 2nd, which is the middlest day of the whole year. Yeah,
so I'm thinking good,
bang in the middle. So I mean, I celebrate the opening of a toilet seat. You know, I will celebrate anything, you know. So I know it's your birthday, so I can celebrate with you. But I've always said, you know, if there's something worth celebrating, spread it out. Yeah, spread it out. Which is why my birthdays always days, weeks sometimes. If it's got a 0 on the end, we're going months. Yeah. You've seen. You know how I roll. You know how
up to Fayon's birthday.
Yeah. So the agenda comes out. I'll be here, and here, wherever you wish to join me. I'm celebrating. So I think with Christmas, let's not all rush for the 25th of December. Let's spread it out. We could start in a week or two, you know?
Yeah. You know what? I think kids as well, because my daughter was saying to me, she was saying, I can't wait. I love the build up more than the day.
Yeah.
I love ice skating. I love going to the shops. I love getting the decorations, love putting the decorations up. She loves it more than the day. So I think, you know, leaf out that book, you know, it's the build up, isn't it? It's the atmosphere.
I feel so. But I just think at this time, and obviously we don't know what's going to happen, who can go where, who can do what, you know, if you can start celebrating, stretch it out. Why not? You know, start next month and keep going into January. Little bits of Christmas here and there. You know, just, you know, that's. I don't know. We've not got a plan yet because we've got family in Coventry, my family. Lawrence's people are in Sussex, St Albans, you know, Devon, you know. Who knows what's going to happen, you know, but whatever happens, we're going to celebrate our lives and the fact that we've got so much to be grateful for. Well, that's what I'll be doing anyway.
Absolutely. And also, you know, back to the old people, because I'm sure everybody's got elderly neighbours, and we've got a couple across the road, Rini and Alex. I think Alex is like 90 odd, and you see both of them both strutting up the road. They're incredible. But you know, just going in, maybe when we're stretching out Christmas and not getting into this panic for the day, stretch it out, that celebration aspect, like you're saying, Fayon, and we can go across there, we can have a drink with them, we're going to chill out with them a little bit, you know, and just spread that joy, like you say.
That is a lovely idea. So yeah, because like every Christmas Day, right? This is how Christmas Day goes at my house in Coventry. My goodness, if I have ever got to sit down and watch one film from start to finish on Christmas Day, I think I got to see The Lion King for the first time last year from start to finish with no interruptions. Yeah, first year ever. Yeah, I've only ever seen bits and bobs of it. So the way it rolls over at our place is my mum, I mean, obviously she's been cooking for weeks, right? The preparation that goes in. There's only maybe say 5 of us for dinner, usually 5, 6. we could feed 25. And I literally, the car's stacked with stuff for me to come back to London. You know, Fayon, you have rice? Fayon, you need, you know, it's like, we can get rice at the shop, but have some rice. You know, you got chicken. Yeah, we got this, we got that, right? So she packs me off. She packs me off. But what's so funny is we get up and there is a schedule to our day. We will, and you know, my broadcast is called Happy Talk, but it is a happy day. But this is how we start. Mum's got all the flowers in. We shoot up the cemetery and literally race round, putting all the flowers down, visiting all the friends and family that we know have, you know, we no longer have in our lives. And always fun. It sounds bonkers, but we see people that we've seen maybe the year before or the year before that, and like you get to say hello to them. And my mum and I literally are cutting cross, you know, as she says, quick Faye, let's cut cross. We're literally like going through the graveyard really quick. Auntie Mavis, have a really lovely Christmas. Merry Christmas, bye. Auntie Icy, you know, we go to all these different people. We're in and out of this cemetery like lightning. Then we're off to visit various people to like say hello to them, give them a card or give them flowers or whatever, or they give us whatever. And then we're back home and then it's like, Faye, go and polish up the silver. I've got to polish the silver every year. Yeah. Faye, lay the table. Yeah. Now we've got to go and pick up such and such. And now we got to do it. And it's like, it's not even 12 o'clock. And I'm like, it's hilarious. So, you know, we won't be having all of that pop here, pop there, da 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 this year. I don't know what it's going to be like, but what's your Christmas day like? Is it like as bonkers as mine?
Yeah, well, it changes through the years, you know. I mean, because, you know, when you've got the little kids, you know, then it's just like presents and then cooking. Because this is another, and I'm not moaning, I'm not complaining, but, you know, being the mother, I have to cook the food. And then as my parents have got older, they say, oh, we'll come to you. So, you know what I mean? And then other people come to me and the cousins might come to me. So, you know, I am the holder of the Christmas responsibility, you know. You know, and then to be honest, you know what I mean? My partner always feels a bit sorry for me. So he's trying to muck in, you know, and yeah, and you know, and then with Betty, you know, she looks like a Christmas pudding anyway, so you know, she's got a lot of joy, and then gets scared of things because she's such a nervous girl. So
let's just be clear on who Betty is. So Betty is a bulldog, right?
Betty Bulldog. Have I got any pictures of her? No.
Yeah, don't worry. People will know about Betty Bulldog. But Betty Bulldog's got her own Instagram page.
She has, look her up. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of followers. So Betty's in the mix as well. Do you dress her up at all?
We try, but then she eats whatever we try and dress her up in, you know, and it's just then there's mess everywhere, and yeah, it's just kind of like mayhem. But I love the Christmas food. I think that's one of my favorite things.
Is there?
And yeah, and it depends, because I remember, like, you know, maybe my mum or my gran, you know, it would be the rice and peas and the ham and the turkey and the potato salad, and you know, it was kind of that kind of one. But I do also like the real traditional with and I do bread sauce, and I love stuffing, and I do 3 types of stuffing. I love Christmas.
Tell me how you do your 3 kinds of stuffing. Always looking.
So I will do one, and I think it's a bit influenced by like Aki's parents, the Greek, that Greek Christmas. Oh my gosh.
Oh. Wow, when does the Christmas happen? When does that happen?
Does it? Oh yeah, because it's on. No, it's Easter's on a different day. I think Christmas is on the same day, isn't it? Yeah. But yes, just much food and much craziness. And like you say, trying to watch a movie when you're at their house.
No chance.
And I remember watching Big Fat Greek Wedding. And first his mother said, this is a very sad film. It's a comedy. She said, very sad, because they marry out the Greek. And then, you know, you're watching the movie and Aki's dad will come and just, you know, this movie is a very good movie. I remember. And he's just like, oh. So that's craziness. So we used to, like, you know, alternate it, go to them, come to us, you know, and it's just like, but you know, family brings craziness, doesn't it? Family brings, you know, like you say, it's fun, but at the same time, it can, you know, Christmas is crazy for some people.
You know, Auntie Sylvia always comes over for Christmas pretty much, and since I was small, I can always remember saying to me, "Go and get your pig." So that's my little pig where I collect all my money, yeah, from when I was a kid. And we play cards for a penny, yeah, or whatever. And like since now I've been with Lawrence for 10 years or so, she sees like, oh, another opportunity. So we save all our pennies up and then literally bring them home at Christmas. And she's like, you got your pennies? We're like, have you got yours? And it's on. Every Christmas we still do it. And it's just hilarious. It's just so much fun, you know.
Absolutely. I remember like my granny, complaining about what people gave her. You see, the woman give me a pair of slippers for Christmas. You see it? And and you'd be like, oh, look what she
slippers.
Yeah. Or they give back presents for next year back for vengeance. Oh, I'm telling you. Yes.
Yeah. That's naughty.
Yes. Oh, yes. Like I say, crazy family.
Yeah. We love them, don't we? We love them. We love them. So it's time now. Now, I know you struggled with this one. So every guest that I ask on Happy Talk, I ask them to bring one item to show and tell. So tell everybody how many items you actually wanted to show us. Don't show me yet.
Oh!
Show me with your fingers how many things.
My birthday on Christmas Day.
What you're doing here? It's like you're putting some kind of hoochoo on me through the screen.
Okay. I brought with me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got a lot of happy memories. What can I say, Fayon?
That's fantastic. And so, I've got a schedule here and I can't have you with your 7, your 8 and everybody else sticking to what I asked them to do, which is to select one. So you have selected one, haven't you? Okay. Debi Saunders, let's have it. What is your show and tell?
This is my show and tell.
Listen, hang on. I think you were flicking at me then. I thought it was good.
That was Polly Pocket.
Okay, put it away. Just.
I did also bring.
Stop it.
Sorry. See, the evilness has come out. Oh, sorry, Fayon. This is my one item, Fayon.
Thank you. What is it?
And it is a dog made by my mum. And this very same material, she made a suit for herself, a suit for me, even, remember the pattern, a suit for my brother. And, it brings me such joy because my mother, she is such an amazing character. And, she comes from that generation of you make, you do, you don't overspend, and so she bought a ream of this material. And like I say, I was trying to find the actual photo because I have the photo.
Where's the photo?
Well, you only said one thing.
Oh gosh! All right, we've got to get the photo somehow. Oh, hang on a second.
I know, I couldn't find it, man.
Right, you just froze for a second, so I will get back off that. And I just want to make sure that I heard you got a suit.
Yes.
Mum got a suit and your brother got a suit.
And we all got a suit made out of this material. I'm not sure if my dad got a shirt out of it.
Stop it!
He probably wouldn't wear it. Because in the photo, he's not wearing it, so I can't really say for sure.
This was what, in the 70s, so this would be like funky times.
This is the 70s.
Whip this doggy round. Let me see him. All the way round. Let me see. Your mum made him.
My mum made him. My mum makes the most amazing things. And, that's what she was doing. She was making crafts and do you remember the Wombles?
Please. Underground, overground,
wombling free. The Wombles of Wimbledon come and are we.
Or is it, are we?
Yeah. So my mum decided that she would make Wombles to sell. And under every bed, in every freaking cupboard, my dad, he'd go, for crying out loud, all these Wombles would fall out. because she went well overboard making these Wombles, and it's such beautiful memories. It's like the other day, but I'll tell you more about my mum. So she made crafts. She did a city in guilds in craft and toy making when we got quite a bit older. And
sorry, how old were you when she made the dog for you?
Oh, I was only about maybe 7.
It looks like new.
I know, isn't it? It's really aged well.
What is that, velvet? What kind of material is that?
Well, it's just, I don't know what
cotton?
material. I think it's cotton, yeah.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah, I know, bless her. So yeah, she was always making crafts, and I just remember, it's like the other day I was cleaning out her room because she's on top of that a hoarder, Fayon. I mean, she had a room that she used to work in where you called it her sewing room, but it just became a sea of plastic bags because she'd have all these plastic bags. Oh, someone's at the door.
Oh, there's somebody at the door. There's somebody at the door.
It feels like Christmas already. Those mad shows. Yeah. So yeah, she used to stuff all her toys, with K-pop, this stuffing.
Oh yeah.
And I thought, why do I feel so emotional about this stick? Why does this stick have so much significance in my life? It's a stick that's a bit, broken at the end. And then I realized it's what she'd stuff her toys with. I remember ramming it in.
Wow. So is that where you've got your crafty side from? You think it didn't skip a generation, it went straight to you?
No, exactly, Fayon, because that's why I wanted to share this as well, because I went through a stage of doing all kinds of things, and my dad's an artist, so I worked with my dad doing books and illustrations and animations and stuff like that. But I never really worked with my mum, and my dad's very neat with his artwork and very precise. But my mum, like, for instance, as she was getting a little more, so she taught crafts and stuff like that. But then as the years have gone on, her eyesight's got worse.
Oh, of course.
Her hearing, she's always been a bit deaf anyway, but her eyesight's got worse. But that woman never complains. And if you show her something, you show her something and she'll be like, to try and angle it to see. But her enthusiasm is there. And she started doing crocheting. Sorry, I'm not showing you another item. I'm not showing you another item. But she makes these, like these little butterflies. And if anyone would come round, if she'd say, oh, Fayon, I'll make her one of all the Jamaican colours. Somebody's from wherever. Oh, India, I'll do the flag of India and do the colours.
Wonderful.
She's beautiful, and she's a very youthful soul. And why I love this also is because she loves Vicks. She's one of those mothers.
Oh, that's a Vicks thing.
Yes, she's stuck in a Vicks.
What Jamaican don't like a Vicks?
What? No, it's not about that.
Everybody
loves Vicks. And she loves Vicks. All you say, oh, Mum, I've got a broken
on your chest.
You've broken your arm. Put Vicks on. Yeah, exactly. Put it in your belly button. She says, if you've got bellyache. So I love that she never stops. She never stops, even if her eyesight's and she can't see it. And recently I've been doing these crafts and storytelling classes, and she's come into her own because she's got all these crazy ideas of how to do things and how to work stuff. And she's just, it's revitalized something in her again.
Yeah. Wonderful. I mean, that generation, like you say, that make and mend generation, I was tiny when I was, what a surprise, I still am, but I was really tiny, and my mum just saw me as that little doll that she could now dress up, so she would make, and I don't know if your mum was like this, but my mum and all her sisters were the same. They could make clothes without a pattern, right? Make clothes without pattern. But I remember going to the shops with my mum and getting the Butterwick and the Vogue patterns, and they'd have all these, flamboyant dresses with bat sleeves. I'm a fan of a bat sleeve. Listen, I love a bat sleeve. And
I need a bat sleeve. You don't need it.
I love a bat wing, honestly. It's my, I know it's from my mum and her family, her sisters and that, but it's almost from, it's from Earth, Wind and Fire's Boogie Wonderland. Those women, dance, Boogie Wonderland. And they got the bat wings. And there I am watching these women as a little tiny person. I'm like, I want some of that. I just knew it. But My mum and her sisters would make clothes without a pattern, and she used to I used to go with her to the market, and we used to buy the material, and we used to go to a man called George on Fossil Road, yeah. But the Jamaicans, yeah, they didn't call him George, they called him George.
God.
George Clark, yeah. We're going to get George Clark, right? George's cloth.
Okay.
Okay, George's cloth. And you've been down to George, you see that nice piece? Everybody were talking about George and his cloth. And she'd come home and she'd make something amazing for herself. She'd make something for me in the same material as well. And then there'd be little bits left over so I could make bits for Cindy. So,
Oh,
yeah, because I didn't have brothers and sisters. I was born as an only one with my mum and dad. And my dolls were my family, you can imagine. So I'd be sewing stuff on there. But unlike where you and your mum with the craft, it did not miss a generation. The sewing, whoo, I don't know where's that gone. I didn't get it. I
no.
didn't get it.
No, I didn't. And I think one of the things, because I loved my mum, but at one point I didn't mind my mum making clothes. When I became a punk, I was a punk. And I went down to, like in London, you'd go down and go to, I can't remember where.
Carnaby Street, for instance.
Carnaby Street, but there was another like King's Road. There was like Boy and all these places. And you go in, and I took her in one time and I said, look, I really want these leather plastic trousers. She said, I'll make them for you. I said, I don't want you to make them. I want to buy them with a label. But she used to make me plastic dresses, and
wow,
she'd make me all these things. But there was something about whenever, I don't remember when they'd make you clothes. My mum, when she's taking up the hem, she'd sometimes like touch me lightly. And for some reason, it used to really tickle me and make me really irritated. And she,
what you mean, like with the juke of the pin?
She juked me with the pin.
You get juke.
Yeah. If I get complaining about her touching me like that,
exactly, you had to get juke. I remember when I was I think I was maybe 18, 19, and I saw a dress in a shop. I was hairdresser back then, working in Birmingham, and I saw this gorgeous dress. Yeah. Oh gosh, I've lived long. The jobs, the CV.
In Birmingham. Oh wow.
And that's where I started off, by doing hairdressing, which brought me from Coventry to London. But I worked in a lot of places along the way. And I was working in Birmingham, and I saw this dress, and it was not colour I'd wear now, but it was like this kind of oh no, I've not got anything in here, but it's like a lilac colour, yeah.
Okay.
And it was like silky. And I saw this dress in a shop, and it was, I don't know, about £150 or something like that. Way more than my little hairdresser's salary at the time. But as my mum always did, I'd go into Chelsea Girl or Miss Selfridges or whatever, see something that I liked. We didn't have mobile phones then, so I'd need to draw it, yeah? I'd have to draw it and say, this is what I want. And I said to my mum, I've seen this dress and I'm saving up my salary. Faye, I'll make the dress for you. It's for New Year's Eve. Can you make it? Yeah, I can make it. I'll go down Judge. She'll go and get the cloth, right? She got the exact cloth that I wanted. And this dress now, she liked the cloth so much, she got some for herself, of course. So Christmas is coming. Christmas goes. Still, she hasn't started making this dress yet, yeah? And I'm wearing it New Year's Eve. We are New Year's Eve morning, and I'm going into work for a couple of hours, and there's still not a stitch of this dress made. I'm like, Mum, what am I going to wear? I need to wear my dress. You've not even started making it. And you can imagine 19, well moody. She's like, I'll make the dress. I'm like, how are you going to make the dress? It's like hours. Listen, I went to work for a couple of hours, went to the pub, came home. Dress was ran up, yeah. She went, go and get ready. She'd done the dress, yeah. By the time I went upstairs, got bathed, came down, makeup on, whatever, she's like, right, put it on. She was literally stitching it to the back of me, because I had like a big bow on the back. God help me. Big bow on the back. And she'd done it, and it was like 6 o'clock, and I needed to go out at 6:30. And I remember, and if you go to my home, there's a picture of me sat like this in the dress with my shoulders up really high, because she's like, Faye, because she needed to take a picture all the time of everything, yeah. Let me go and get my camera. So she took a picture of me she's taking forever. I'm like, Mum, I've got to go, I've got to go. And literally, I was trying to get out of the chair and like, big smile. And it looks like I'm, sort of like, it's just such a funny picture.
I'd love to see that picture.
Oh, I'll show it to you. As soon as she finished, bam, I was gone. And it was like, she carried on through the night making her own dress and then went off to her own New Year's party. So, we both had the same thing. And she, that generation of being able just to,
the skill, absolute skill of it as well, isn't it? It's like, or even on the sewing machine, you'd hear her going. And one time, I don't know why, she was away and I was in the house. I was thinking, I can hear it. I can hear it.
How spooky.
I know.
Oh my gosh, Debi Saunders, it has been amazing.
Oh my gosh, is that the time?
Yeah. That is the time. That is the time. So is Betty not anywhere close? Can you not call Betty?
Oh, there she is. Hold on, let me get her.
Go and get Betty. We were talking about Betty. I want you to meet her. So Betty is a bulldog. While she's gone, check out Debi's website. There's a song on there called Jazz Cat. I love this song. Songwriter, singer, all of that. So the fact that she's got a dog, but she made a really wicked song about a cat, because I'm a huge cat lover. So where's this Betty then? Betty.
Because I'm trying to pick her up.
You're trying to pick her up? Oh my.
Betty, say hello to everybody.
God, she's got massive.
Okay, she's gone.
That was quick.
Yeah, there's food going on in the kitchen, you see.
Well, then why would she want to be with me? And before we go, where are you? It's like you're almost in a sauna.
I know, this is my chalet.
Chalet.
Yes, this is my sanctuary.
Where is it? Is it down the bottom of the garden? Or
down the bottom of the garden. And it's my sanctuary. What can I say?
Wow.
I work in here, create my magic in here. Got all my family and pictures in here.
Gorgeous.
I love it, yeah. And when it rains, it's so lovely. You can hear the rain on the, it's just lovely.
I need to see it. I know what we've done with the show and tell, but I can only see a little bit of a photograph of 3 people. I want to see it. Can I? No, not that one. Above. The one above.
Oh, this is my kids.
Are they your kids? Oh, is it okay to show them?
Of course it is, because they don't look anything like this anymore.
Let's have a look at them. Right, give me a tilt. Give me a tilt because of the screen. There it is. Hold it right there.
That is Beanie, Stanley, and Birdie. Oh, no, other way around. Beanie, Stanley, and Birdie.
Oh,
my babies.
They're gorgeous. They look. So what is the age of them now? How old are they now?
So there's 5 years in between all of them. So Beanie is now 15.
Yeah.
And Birdie is now 20. And Stanley's 25.
Wow. Look at gorgeous kids. You see, you got your wish in the end. You showed me more than you wanted to.
Yes. Going to show you my acorn too.
We'll leave that for another happy
I break the rules.
You're such a rule breaker. Debi. It's just it's been wonderful to have you on Happy Talk. My face, honestly, you're good. I tell you what, anybody that feels like they might need Botox or that things are sagging, go and speak to Debi. Literally, your face lifts. I feel like I've had a good old lift. So thank you for that.
Oh, darling.
Well, look, you take care of yourself, and I'll be thinking of you on Christmas Day. Take care, Debi. Thank you. Goodbye.
Much love, Fayon. Bye, darling.
Bye, honey.
Bye. Take care.
So amazing to have Debi Saunders on Happy Talk. Thank you, Debi. Honestly, thank you for the free facelift. So it's time for some happy happenings. So I've heard from Jim in Exeter. And Jim is sharing that he has 2 new jobs. One of them is teaching beginners guitar, and that's 1 day a week, which is bringing him a lot of joy because he doesn't get to play his guitar enough. And so the fact that he's now teaching others is just like so good for him, and he's loving it. And oh, he's bagged a job in the post office over Christmas. Fun. Okay. Well, good luck, Jim. I hope that all goes really, really well for you. In other happy happenings, I have something to share myself. This ring, my precious. So, this is actually my husband's wedding ring. And over the last year, Lawrence has been doing loads of Kung Fu and Tai Chi twice a week, as well as getting up every single day to do yoga. Not just because it was lockdown, since I taught him 4 years ago, so he's all over the yoga. And he rides a bike to work, not long distance, but it's regular. My boy, my boy is lean. Yeah, he's really leaned up, muscular. Just, I think, probably in better nick now than when I first met him 10 years ago. But this is his wedding ring, and towards the end of September, he lost this wedding ring. He didn't know where he dropped it. Was it outside his workshop? Did he drop it on the gravel outside our house? We didn't go like mad looking for it, but it was a concern. It was like, where's the wedding ring? And I kind of hate looking down at his hand and not seeing it, but I know he felt bad, so I didn't want to say anything. I just kind of prayed and chanted that he would find this ring. But yeah, it didn't surface. But just a couple of days ago, he put his wedding finger hand, into the bag where he puts all his stuff to do his kung fu. And by magic, he put his hand in, and the ring hit the wedding ring finger and slid straight back on to where it's supposed to be. So that is my happy happening. The reason why I've still got it is because it's too big for his finger, so we need to get it reshaped. But I'm so glad that we've got it. So that is another happy talk for this week. Thank you so much for watching. And of course, if you have any happy happenings, I would like to hear about them. Whether they're really teeny tiny diddy little things that have happened, to a little bit bigger, to medium, to huge. I want to hear, because I know that there is a lot of good news out there and we just tend to brush it off. We don't think, oh, that was something that is worth talking about. We need to share good news so much more. So let me have your happy happenings. So each week, these broadcasts will go out, and I hope you are enjoying them. Just send me a message. Let me know what you think. You can send any of your happy happenings to Happy Talk with Fayon Dixon at gmail.com. And until then, until next time, take care. See ya.